What's up, guys? Josiah. In this video, I'll be talking about an app for the iPhone or the iPod Touch that will probably come in handy if you've ever been in a situation where, let's say, you and some of your buddies or you and your significant other couldn't pick a restaurant that you wanted to go to for the night or something, and you thought, well, you know what? I have this iPhone and this iPod Touch. I wish this could help me. There's actually an app out there that does that. It's called Urbanspoon. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I definitely suggest you check it out after watching this review. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk you guys through the interface, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about it.
Okay, so now I'll just go ahead and load up Urbanspoon here. And when it first starts up, it's going to actually ask you if it can pick your current location. And actually, this is very accurate, so let's go ahead and say OK. If you're connected to the internet, it'll just kind of take a few seconds, look up your current location. Or you can manually put it in if you'd rather start from somewhere else. And you can see it correctly picked that I'm in Akron. I don't know if you guys can see the screen too well, but then basically what you have three different little scroll sections, and you almost treat it like a slot machine. Basically what you have, this will tell you all the areas within Ohio, so you can just kind of scroll through them like this. So go ahead and go back to Akron. Okay, now let's say that I only wanted to stick with restaurants in Akron. There's this little lock button. You simply press the lock button. You can see it locks itself now. And then what you do, give it a good shake, and it'll scroll through all the restaurants in Akron. Now you can also see that there's different kinds of restaurants. So you can get up here. You can see you have Mexican or Italian. So let's say we want to go to an Italian restaurant in Akron, and it doesn't really matter what price it is. We'll go ahead and lock that down then, and then it'll scroll through all the different price ranges. So we'll give it another shake, and it just simply pulls up a restaurant. It's very quick. This is a three-star restaurant, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more expensive. You can then click on the restaurant and view what other people think about it. You can, if you have an iPhone, you can also call the number. It also gives you a map, which you can look up with Google Maps. It'll automatically connect using Safari. You can, like I said, you can also read reviews. It's a very handy little app, actually, and then you can just kind of scroll through. You can actually look at different newspapers, how they review it. You look at how other people review it. It's very neat. So then we can go ahead and just go back here. You can also email it to yourself if maybe you want to access it from another computer or another iPhone. So that's basically the interface right there. Again, you just kind of use these lock buttons depending on what you want to go for. Now let's say you wanted to get Italian and you wanted it to be fairly inexpensive, but you don't really care where it is, just as long as it's Italian. Go ahead and just shake on it. It'll scroll through all the different areas, and it'll automatically try to pick Akron just because that's the closest. Luigi's, that's about a 15-minute drive from here. Again, you just kind of tap on the restaurant here. It tells you all the information about it. It's very simple. Now we'll go to friends. You can actually invite your friends, like let's say that you want to ask what their opinion is. If they use Urbanspoon, you can automatically sign in and then ask your friends their opinion about it, rather than just going by the percentage that you saw up here. You can also browse just manually. Let's say you don't want to just be able to like scroll through everything. Let's say that you actually just want to be able to automatically pick stuff like this. We'll go for just general area. You can actually see how many restaurants are in each area. Just scroll through it like that. Let's just go with Akron again. And here you can see again you have Luigi's Swenson's, which is fairly close. Most of these you're gonna be able to get to within probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and it orders them based on how close they are to your current location. You can also view how many of each kind of restaurant there are. So you know you have your American, down here you have Italian. I'm going to keep going back to Italian just because I'm partially Italian and I think Italian food's the best. And yeah, so you can see there's different kinds of food here. So then if you go back here, let's go back to the browse here. You can also go by whether they'll deliver. Now, let's say you don't want to go out. You can actually just click on here, and it'll automatically pick the ones that they'll actually deliver it to you. You can also see which ones maybe have free Wi-Fi access, which is very handy. So we'll go ahead and just tap on that, and then just scroll through here. You have a bunch of Arabicas. Obviously, most of the coffee houses in the area are probably going to be offering free Wi-Fi. That seems like it's pretty common now. And you can just keep scrolling through those. You can also view which ones basically are going to be up later. Like here, you can go to sports bars. There's a bunch of sports bars around here just because it's so close to a college campus. And even if you're like vegetarian or vegan, you can even tap on here and view all the different restaurants that only carry vegan food, or they also offer it in addition to other things. So you can see here, there's just still quite a bit. And for being a relatively new app, I think it's very, very high powered actually. Um, and you can also see which restaurants the most people have reviewed. So let's just go with this. Actually, this is just based on the users, the most users. And based on this, you can probably guess that these people you can probably guess that these people actually go to quite a few restaurants, and you can probably base your opinion on that. And that's basically it as far as the browsing goes. You can also just manually search for a restaurant here just by doing this. So let's just say Olive Garden. There we go. There's Olive Garden. Whoop. Olive Garden right there. And then you can view all the different Olive Gardens around the area. This one's up in Chapel Hill, so we'll just tap on that. And again, you can see you have your phone number here. You can view a map with Google Maps with that link right there. It's very simple, and I've actually been able to use this quite a bit. And then finally, if you want to just do just like a, we'll go ahead and tap in Swenson's. There's Swenson's. Again, you can view all the Swenson's in the area. Then just if you want to have it just like randomly pick a restaurant near you, you can basically go like this and just view, even like it actually gives the distances of the restaurant from wherever you are. So it's pretty handy. There's just a lot of results. So let's say that you've already been to a restaurant, you can't really remember what the actual address was or the phone number, and you want to give them a call. If you tap on this, you've already been to this restaurant, it'll actually give a list of all the restaurants that you've been to, and then you can just access it from there.
So as you can hopefully tell, Urbanspoon is just a very simple, easy to use app, and the interface is very customizable, very user friendly. It's a free download from the App Store, and I would definitely suggest you check it out. As far as what I think about it, I would give it a solid 10 out of 10. It's very simple, but I think that for what it's made to do, it does it very well and very effectively. So yeah, I would give it a solid 10 out of 10. Definitely suggest you check it out if you need something like this. You know, if next time you and your friends are out looking for a coffee house, or if you're in an area you're really not familiar with, whip out your iPhone or your iPod Touch, load up Urbanspoon. It'll automatically pick your location, and you can see all the coffee houses in the area. You can see if they have internet, all kinds of stuff. So I definitely suggest you check it out. I hope this little demonstration and review is helpful to you guys. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and I will hopefully talk to you soon.